Hello! Welcome to Enchanted Babes, the show with all fins, no gender. Maybe a little gender. My name is NerdKicks. I am your DM, your very tired DM today. And joining me, as always, are Ashta, Alex, and Sun, my wonderful players. We'll start with some just the usual announcement that all of our episodes are available on YouTube, usually within a day or two, because Ashta's the coolest. And you can find those at YouTube under Enchanted Babes if you want to catch up ever. You can also catch our Instagram and our TikTok. They're a little quiet now, but they'll be waking up slowly over time. Other than that, I think we should go ahead and dive right into our recap.
So that was a lot of things that happened at once, Seb, huh? At first there was a mirror that Leo touched and got sucked into, and then we broke it. And then we had a bunch of people fall out that weren't Leo. I'm still a little bit stunned about that, but we're gonna contain that for now, Seb. We are going to contain our panic, our stage breathing. Yes, we are fine. And then all of a sudden we had this whodunit mystery with the 3 Axelorn that came through. Don't worry about the merman. He was under the table, I think. Apparently one of the ones that looked like kids might have trapped and murdered someone? I don't know. They suddenly drew out a sword when Leo said that they looked sus, and now we have to fight someone who looks like an Axelorn kid. For all intents and purposes, it really does feel like we're about to fight a kid, so I'm a little bit worried about that, personally. Nothing that years of therapy can't fix, of course, I guess. I'll keep you safe, bud. Just stay in the bag.
And that was our recap. So, to start off, we got into a little bit of... Oh, shit, I almost said hot water. Trouble. We got into a little bit of trouble right at the end there. So we're going to start off by rolling some initiative.
Hey.
Which we definitely could have done over during the recap, but too bad we didn't. So you get to watch that.
Yeah.
I'm just going to say that Leo is surprised and didn't see that coming because they rolled a natural 1 for a total of 4.
That kind of works with some stuff I got here on this page, so it works out.
Thauma much saw that coming. A natural 20 for a total of 20.
Yeah.
That also makes sense. Thauma was really on edge.
Yeah. I got a nat 20 as well. That was weird.
Stop! Don't use up your 20s right now!
Listen, I wasn't trying. Not that I will let you know when I was.
I once had a game where 4 of the party of 5 rolled nat 20s on initiative.
That's neat.
Wow. How?
What do you have? Dex?
The battle was over before it could really begin.
That is absurd. So to remind everyone, there are 3 Axelorn, which have like legs and a large kind of long tail, very pale pink skin, and a sort of like rounded kind of snout-like nose. Think like a dragonborn, but an axolotl. And this is... And 2 of them are identical in their facial features, though they are wearing different clothing. And the other one looks a bit older. And I think there was a misconception. They look younger, but they're like adult age, like kind of young adult age, maybe 19. Okay. And then the other one looks about 20 years older.
Okay.
So, Thauma, go ahead and go first. What are you doing? So,
right.
The one with the circlet has just swung a short sword at Leo and done some damage.
Well, I'm gonna shoot it. I'm gonna shoot the one who swung at Leo, because my friend.
All right.
My new friend. It is
have way
a
too many sheets here.
19 plus 25 to hit.
That's gonna hit. Go ahead and roll some damage.
Would sneak attack be in on that? I would think no.
I mean, yeah, there's Leo's within 5 feet, so it's a really close quarters fight. So this will be fun.
Yeah. So it's 11 damage.
Holy wow!
Nice.
Nice.
And Thauma's just gonna be like, I can keep shooting, or you can put your sword down.
Ooh, roll some intimidation.
I love it.
That is a 14.
Oh, snap. A 14. Okay. You're not sure, like, she seems to have heard you, but you're not totally sure if she's gonna react to it. And then it's gonna be Elomi. Leo, it's gonna be a while.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised. I'm just gonna sit here and watch the chaos unfold.
Somebody moved my sticky note. Who's moving my sticky notes?
I was trying to help.
Didn't I already get them in order?
No, they weren't in order yet. At least not on my screen.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't know if I don't think the audience can see him. Albert has this really cool sticky notes feature, and that's how we track initiative. Each person just writes in their initiative, and then we can order it. It's great. What is Elomi doing? So, younger Axelorn attacked Leo. Thauma immediately attacked the younger Axelorn.
Okay.
And I'm gonna eat my ice cream.
We'll have a picture of our sticky notes up on Instagram later.
Ooh, wonderful.
Does look very aesthetically pleasing right now. Sorry, getting distracted. Is there any way for me to get the other young adult Axelorn away from the kerfuffle?
How do you propose to do that? Are you going to try force or, like, convincing?
I would try to convince them by sort of, like, drawing their attention with a noise and showing them to, like, move back.
Okay, make a persuasion check.
Persuasion.
And this will be your action, by the way.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
You're not gonna believe.
What?
It's a natural 1.
Wow. She doesn't even notice you. She's so focused on what's going on in front of her that you like tug on her arm and she's just like not even looking at you.
I mean, to be fair, a lot has happened in the last 6 seconds. I guess that was my action. Can I take out my dagger, at least, to prepare for anything else?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Are you staying where you're at?
Yeah.
Okay, beautiful. So our little short Murph friend guy is gonna wiggle under the table even further. He's just cowering in the corner. The one with the circlet. This is one of the 2 younger. She is going to... Where's she gonna go? She's gonna go ahead and swing at Leo and then the older Axelorn.
Bring it.
All right, so let's take Leo. 24 hit.
You know what? I think a 24 might hit.
Oh,
All right.
Yeah, it does.
That's gonna be 6 damage.
All right. Yep.
And then she's
Ow.
going to. She rolled a natural 20 against the older Axelorn. So that's fun.
That's some real sus behavior.
Yep. That's that.
Is that our one?
Plus 4 is
Do I get to
11.
avoid the psychic damage on that?
We are not that show, so there's no psychic damage for puns. I just make a note.
Oh. And then all of our sins will be weighed against Tiamat.
Wrong page. Here we go.
Tiamat
Okay.
is the Kraken.
All right, so he's gonna swing his short sword at. She's gonna. I called all the eels he, so now everything on the screen is a he. She's gonna swing her short sword at Leo, and then immediately whip around and bring it back against the older Axelorn and do quite a bit of damage to both.
Oof.
The one with the, it says beads because she's wearing a beaded necklace, and that's kind of her defining feature. Looks pretty horrified, and she's going to kind of disengage and come around here and start rifling through the bookshelf. At which point the eldest is going to bring up a dagger. I think she grabbed a dagger last session. If not, she has it with her. She's going to bring up a dagger and start to swing it at the one with the circlet. But she kind of pauses and hesitates. Whoops. She starts to swing it, and then this like conflicted look pops on her face, and she kind of just stumbles and freezes in place. And that's going to bring us to Leo.
Okay, cool. Stunned and having taken that rather hefty hit, I'm going to pull out my spear, try and spear attack the one with the circlet because they seem aggressive. That's a 14 to hit.
14 is going to hit.
Nice.
Oh wow. I'm using that two-handed, so that is it's only
Beautiful.
5 points of spear damage.
Okay.
I will put a key point because, of course, I will.
Because that's what monks do.
And I'm going to do flurry of blows.
Beautiful.
That's only a 10 to hit, so that's obviously going to miss. Oh wow, and an 8. That's also going to miss.
Ooh. It seems like so as
Sweet.
you hit her with your spear, correct? That was the first attack.
Mm-hmm.
And then she kind of snapped her attention to you, where she was looking at the other Axelorn for a minute. She snapped her attention back to you, and it's weird because it seems like almost she was able to anticipate where you were going to be striking and sort of dodge out of the way.
Mm-hmm. All right, cool. I'm just gonna be like, this seems kind of. You're not making a great case for yourself. Just gonna say it.
She just snaps you and says, "Shut up!" and turns back to the older Axelorn. And that's going to bring us to Thauma.
Thauma's gonna cast Mage Hand and try to take the circlet off.
I think casting it as an action and then using it would have to be a separate action. I remember because I was always really annoyed because I wanted to use Mage Hand in combat more.
That is lame. Okay, never mind. Thauma's just gonna shoot the one with the circlet again.
Okay.
Shoot it.
And that is an 18 to hit.
That's going to hit.
Nice.
$18 damage.
18 damage.
6, 5, 7.
Excuse me, let me do some math here. Where's the 5 coming from?
I have my sneak attack is 2d6.
Oh, beautiful. Cool. You said 18 damage?
Mm-hmm.
I'm really good at math, but it's been a long day. All right. Fantastic. Elomi, you what did you hit her with?
I hit her with another crossbow bolt.
Another crossbow? So you go ahead.
I was just say, can I say, it's really in your best interest to stop.
You hit her in the shoulder and she kind of like spins around in the water for a second and then rights herself and is just focused on the older Axelorn. Elomi is up.
I want to try to get the circlet off their head.
Okay. How are you gonna... Oh my god, a kitty just appeared. How are you gonna do that? What is your game plan there? Are you just gonna lunge for it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Bad plan, but it's what I got.
Go for it.
Would that be unarmed?
Oh, I should tell you what you have to do to make that happen. That's gonna be, and we're gonna go with opposed dexterity check. Excuse me, I burped.
Okay.
Gotta stop drinking White Claw when we're streaming. So yeah, go ahead and just roll a dexterity check.
Okay.
Are you doing math or are you upset at the dice?
I'm upset at the dice.
What'd you get?
I got a 1 again.
Honey, those dice need a break. What does that bring the total to?
3.
3. Well, she didn't do so well, but she still manages to sort of dodge out of the way and fend off your sort of arm.
I'm far away, but your dice need to go in jail.
Just chuck them across the country. They should make it.
Yeah, maybe I should just move these out of the way. Maybe that might help.
Okay, so that's gonna bring us to the Mer guy, who is gonna spend his turn again cowering in the corner. And then Circlet is pretty upset, so she's gonna whip around, try to hit Elomi, and also she's gonna swing at the elder Axelorn. So Elomi, I have too many sheets in front of me. Does an 11 hit?
No, it does not, actually.
Well, that's convenient.
It is.
Okay, these gay dice are rolling a little too low. It's Pride. You're supposed to roll better this month.
That's homophobic. It's homophobic of them.
Yeah. See, my super gay dice.
My homophobic gay dice.
My homophobic gay dice. Anyway, so she is really flustered. She's looking pretty bloody, and like panting heavily, and she swings at Elomi and misses, and turns around and swings at the other Axelorn and misses, and then remembers that's not what she planned to do this turn, but that's all right. Beads is going to... I had an idea for her this turn. Yeah, okay, so last turn she used her action to disengage. This turn she's using her action to rifle through the shelf. So she's just like over there like rifling through the shelf. Doesn't seem like she's paying attention to what's going on. It's a little weird. And then the eldest is going to... Where'd it go? Where'd it go? I have plans. I have plans. She is going to reach for her pocket and bring out a little bag and kind of move her hands, and then 15 sort of a dark orb shoots out from her hands, and hold on, I always mess up using this tool, but a circle of like darkness, just magical darkness, appears right at the doorway. I'm sorry, this is the one tool I can't master. While I work on that, what?
And which one is it that's doing that?
The older one is doing it, and it envelops so that you cannot see these two, and it's the front half of the room. So Elomi, all of a sudden you feel like you've gone blind. Everything is black. You can't see anything. Which is weird because you have dark vision, so you're like, I'm not used to not being able to see in pitch black, right?
Yeah. This is new. This is new. I don't like this.
Okay. Leo, go ahead and talk about what you want to do while I try to remember how to use the fog tool.
Okay, cool. So I'm thinking I'm still gonna try and attack the suspicious one. But that's probably gonna be a disadvantage, right?
It is, because you cannot see her.
I'm going to try and poke my spear into the darkness for a natural 20.
Oh,
for the first roll.
What's the
and
other
then
one?
I gave you all the good rolls.
21 total for the second.
Wow, yeah. So you can't
So the lowest is 21.
You can't
I'm
see,
just
and
gonna
you
take
sort
a
of
wild poke in the dark.
blindly, and you feel your spear make contact. Go ahead and roll damage.
That is 9 points of damage.
9 points of damage. Good. Who is taking it? There we go. Is there now a black circle on your screen?
Yes.
Yes, there is.
Hey,
Well
I
done.
don't know what I did. That's fine.
Cool. And I think that's gonna be my full action this turn. Yes.
Okay. So that's gonna bring us back to Thauma. All of a sudden, you cannot see anything in the front half of this hut.
Well, that's not very, very helpful. I don't trust shooting into the dark because I really do not want to hit Elomi.
Thank you.
So I'm gonna go over to beads.
Okay.
And ask if there's something they're looking for that I can help with, that can help resolve what's going on.
Okay. She is rifling through, like, sort of tossing books onto the floor. And she says, I know Mirrodin keeps the potions on the shelf somewhere. And she's kind of like bringing, like tossing books on the floor and looking.
Can I help? Look.
Sure. Make an investigation check.
It is an 18 plus 3, so 21.
21. You find tucked behind a couple of books, 2 small potions. One is red and one is blue.
You take them out and just like, are these what you're looking for?
And she looks at you and she just, yes, thank you, and grabs them. And that's pretty much your whole turn. And that's going to be Elomi.
This is magical darkness, so I'm imagining. Can I hear anything that's happening outside of this little bubble?
I believe so. Let me just double check. Yes, you can hear, but you cannot see anything. It's like you're blind.
All right. I think that Elomi's gonna try to swim out of the darkness.
Okay. In which direction are you aiming for?
Probably where Murguy is.
Make like I mean, this is a really cluttered cabin.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to figure out what you're gonna have to. Well, you can swim, so you're not walking on the floor, so it doesn't matter. You are, however, going to, she hears you moving past her, the other Axelorn in the dark is gonna sort of swing blindly at you, so with disadvantage. But that is gonna be a 5 and a 1, so she just sort of swings wildly in the darkness, and you maybe hear it, but you're not totally sure what even happened.
Yeah.
Oh, I suppose I could give you back your token. And then you pop out right there.
That was freaky. Can you warn me next time?
Sorry, I panicked. The older one says. Did you want to do anything else?
Just sort of ready the dagger, sort of facing the dark bubble.
So you want to ready an action?
Is there a sort of way to just like be ready to guard or counter?
So you can take the dodge action, which would mean you attacks against you would have disadvantage. Or you can hold an action where you can be like, as soon as I see her, I'll stab her. They're two different things. Which would you prefer?
The dodge action.
Okay. Yeah, you're gonna take the dodge action. Great. So, Murguy's just you hear he's started whimpering in the corner. What is Circlet gonna do? She's gonna swing blindly. Cool. So, following the sound of Elomi swimming out of the darkness, she's going to sort of lunge a little bit. Well, you hear like a grunt, and does a 15 hit? Or sorry, 18.
Both of those would hit, yes.
Okay. You sort of see a short sword appear out of the darkness and hit you for 6 damage.
Oh, that hurts. I thought we were friends.
And then you hear kind of a clatter and a creak come out of the darkness. And then Beads is going to... Leo, you're like roughed up right now, right?
I'm pretty roughed up, yeah.
So is the other one. She's gonna turn around holding this red bottle and she starts to hand it to the older Axelorn and then looks at you and kind of looks conflicted between the two of you. It's like, I found this.
Cheers.
I'm literally wearing my Boulder Parchment Shears t-shirt.
That's beautiful. The older Axelorn is really not paying attention, so then she'll probably just sort of hand it to you, Leo.
Okay. It's just a regular potion of
It
healing.
says here, take this. It is. It's a potion of healing.
Cool.
And then The older one is gonna back up, focusing on the darkness spell, and then it's gonna be Leo.
All right. Is drinking a potion an action or a bonus action?
It's a bonus action.
Cool. I'm gonna drink the potion, which is 2d4. Yep, plus 2.
Mm-hmm. Indeed.
Oh wow! I rolled double ones for a total of 4 hit points.
Rude. Everybody's dice, even the internet ones.
Hey,
I
no,
believe
no,
it.
my dice are good.
Okay, fair enough.
Don't scare them.
Okay.
Don't scare them.
I guess I'm just gonna try and poke the darkness again. I'm actually gonna maybe step across so that I'm actually next to Elomi to sort of protect them a bit. And then I'm going to try and poke the darkness with my spear.
Make a perception check first.
A perception check first. Okay.
Mhm.
Perception is 6 total.
Cool. Are you poking with your spear?
I'm gonna try
Okay.
because there's no one else in the darkness that's gonna. So it's a disadvantage. Yeah, for a total of 9. So, yep.
Yep. So you sort of jab into the darkness, and you don't feel your spear connects with anything. Thauma, you are up.
So seeing that Elomi is out of the darkened area, Thauma's going to shoot into it to see if she can hit the one with the circlet in there.
Okay, make a perception check first.
Perception check. 11 plus 1. 15.
15.
No, 11
okay.
plus 1. I read that wrong. 11 plus 1 is 12.
Yeah, I didn't even register that. It's like wildly off. 12. Okay. You get. You heard a creak. That's all I can tell you. But then go ahead and take your shot.
Is it a disadvantage?
It is a disadvantage.
Yeah. One of them was a natural 20.
Oh, boo.
The other is a 22.
That's still gonna. You hear a sort of squeal. Ah! in the middle of the darkness.
Owie.
Ouch.
Ow.
Which is exactly what I would say if I was hit with a crossbow bolt.
You do not
Just
get sneak
ow!
attack on this one.
I do not get sneak attack on this one. Okay, then it's only 2 damage.
Wait, no. I guess she can't see you.
Yeah.
But it was a disadvantage. You can't have sneak attack when you have disadvantage.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
But-
it's
She's engaged. Is she within 5 feet of Leo?
you don't know. But
So would
also
that cancel it out?
no, because you can't get your sneak attack if you have to roll with disadvantage for whatever reason.
So then it's
Yeah.
just 2.
2 damage. Okay. You hear sort of a shit in the darkness. And then it's Elomi's turn.
I just say, you won't get hit with more bolts if you stop. Tom is just very annoyed. There's a very simple answer to this.
Excuse me. Oh, excuse me. Elomi is up.
That is the question. What do I do?
Again, you can ready an action.
I'd like to prepare to dodge again.
Okay. You can do that.
And I'll ask the other one, is there any chance of lifting the darkness spell?
So she hears you and she says, do you think that's a good idea? They'll hit us again.
We have two people that have ranged weapons and one with a spear. We should be good.
Make a persuasion check.
Oh, dear God.
You got
It would
this,
make
Elomi.
taking her down a lot easier.
It wasn't a 1.
It was a 2.
It was a 3, but thank you.
Whoa.
Oh,
I'm having-
Big roller.
I'm having a time. How much do I add to that one? I need to check. Persuasion has +4, so that's 7.
7 persuasion. All right, you speak some words and you don't know if she cares.
All right. Fair cop.
At this time, all of a sudden, wait, let me just make sure. Yeah, okay, cool. You hear from the darkness some muttering, and then all of a sudden you hear just boom, and it sounds a little bit familiar. You may have heard it come from a certain stringed instrument recently. I need everybody to make a Constitution saving throw.
oh boy. Con save.
Yeah. All right.
Far out.
Pray to the dice gods.
Over.
19.
Nice. What did Thauma
I'm a
get?
squishy octopus.
Oh
I'm a
no.
squishy octopus. I got a 1. It's a total of 2.
Oh no.
That's. Oh no.
Leo, what did you get?
I got a 10.
Goodness. So Leo and Thauma take 7 thunder damage. She rolled
Okay.
really low on this
Yep.
damage.
Thank God.
And
Thank Idea.
you're pushed backwards, which I think there's probably a way to calculate how much damage. I mean, you're going to take 1 more being slammed against the wall. I don't know how to calculate that. Beads
Usually
takes
it's like
7.
1d6 per 10 feet or something, I think. That's usually for fall damage. I don't know if that works for push damage.
Probably wouldn't be at that same speed.
Yeah, it
We'll
would
call
be-
it 1 because Tama's already up against the wall, so they don't have far to go. And Leo, beads kind of cushions your fall, your slam a little bit.
Okay.
Elomi, you take 3 damage.
All right.
And I gotta mark down.
Yeah,
you-
just kind of like.
I believe
Not
that since I
unconscious,
won
but
the
just like-
con save, I wouldn't be pushed back.
I think you're correct. So Leo is just kind of like smushed up against the wall with them. Hold on. I was telling my friends at the beginning before the stream that I came up with this really cool scenario I was really excited about, not thinking about the fact that it requires me to run 4 NPCs. So, anyway. The darkness is going to drop.
Hey.
As soon as I remember which tool to use. There we is it gone? No. Now it's gone.
Gone.
But you
As
do
is
not.
Circlet's token is also missing.
I would say Thauma and Leo can see. Elomi cannot see through the door. If you pan down on the map, she has gone off running.
Oh.
Yeah, there she is.
Okay.
Scurpered off, hasn't she?
Yeah. And at that point, Beads is going to chuck a dagger. That fell out of my hand. That didn't count. That's better. For 4 damage. That's the wrong person. And then Older is going to call out, "We can't let her get away!" and kind of run.
Wait, what about the eels?
And then it's Leo's turn.
Having heard that, I'm going to bolt out the door as well. I have 40 feet of movement. I'm going to run up to circle it, and I'm going to try and grapple.
Okay. That's athletic.
Would you like?
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, that's not bad at all. I rolled a 21.
Great. She rolled terribly, so you have her grappled. She is like spitting and fuming and flailing, trying to get out. Then it's gonna bring us to Thauma. And she's just like, "Let go! This is none of your business!"
Each of the are the little squares inside the 5? Is the map scaled right?
Yeah, the grid is scaled correctly. It might be snapped to grid on the wrong grid, but the lines that you can see are 5 feet.
Okay. So I'm staying inside the door.
Okay.
And I am going to actually cast Chromatic Orb.
Ooh, I love Chromatic Orb.
Exciting.
What type are you doing?
I am going to do poison damage.
All right, go ahead and roll Chromatic Orb. That's an attack roll. Yes, 17 is gonna hit.
Yes.
I think it's also at advantage because I get grappled and restrained confused every time.
I don't think it is with grappled.
I think you're right. I think it's restrained, not grappled.
I think attacks. Hang on.
Grappled. Nope. It's just restrained.
Okay.
I just need to grab another D8. A 6, a 7, and an 8.
Oh.
For a total of what?
Because it's 3D8. Math.
5?
Hold on.
No, wait.
A 6 and a 7 and 8. 7 and 8 is 15.
21.
Plus 6 is 21. Okay, so you spin the diamond and purple or whatever color poison is sort of shoots out and navigates in between Leo and the older Axelorn, and makes contact, and you see the form in Leo's arms. You see the form of this Axelorn sort of ripple as she sort of, words are hard, sort of like jerks back slightly as it hits her, and then her form ripples, and suddenly she is gray, and she no longer has the same tail. She's just, her whole form changes. She is very long and lanky, and has sort of a regular mer tail instead of the Axelorn tail, and has almost no features. Like there's like almost not a face. There's like eyes and no other features, and goes limp in Leo's arms.
Oh my god, little gray mer. It's like little gray men that
Oh, okay, got it.
Sorry. It just sounds like an alien.
Like, well, that stopped
Kind
her.
of looks like an alien.
Can I use a medicine check to stabilize this person?
Yeah, go ahead and roll that. Excuse me.
It's a 10 total.
10 total. You kind of try to stop the bleeding. She's really roughed up. You're not totally sure if
Alright,
you're
in which
successful.
if I'm not sure that I'm successful, I'm going to spend my last key point to use my hand of healing. So that person will get 1d4 plus 4. So that's a total of 8.
As you're
points of
doing
healing
that,
to
the
them.
older Axelorn just sort of says, "What are you doing? Well, stop! We won. Why are you doing this?"
Because why are we killing this person? I'm very confused.
And at that point, the gray figure kind of coughs and spasms a little bit, and you said you healed at 8.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and sort of starts waking up.
I am gonna bind them with rope.
Okay.
And take away their weapon.
Okay. You'll have to act pretty quickly, but you can, if you do that sort of right as you're like he's waking up, you can get that before he fully wakes up.
Can I now use? Are we out of initiative?
We are out of initiative now. And
can I use Mage Hand and grab the circlet?
Yes, you can. Your spectral hand comes and sort of plucks the circlet off of this person's head, and is no longer on their head. The older Axelorn is very flustered, and then sort of thinks for a second, and it just darts into the hut straight over to the younger Axelorn.
I'm gonna put my hands on my hips and say, well, seems like you've got some explaining to do. Who are you and what's going on?
You are none of my concern. Those are the ones I'm after. And he looks into the hut.
Well, you are currently in a bit of a bind, as they say, literally and figuratively. I would like you to tell me what's going on before you can do anything, or otherwise I'm going to use these fists and take away the healing I just gave you.
Make an intimidation check.
Ooh.
Oh no. That is a natural 1 for a total of 2.
He spits at you.
Oh no.
Oh.
And he just kind of That's him. That's the guy. Inside the hut, the two Axelorn are sobbing and hugging. Yes. Punch him. He's restrained now, so attack would be an advantage.
Is it not sportsmanlike?
The first one was a 22, the second one was a 7, so I'm going to take the 22.
All right. Damage.
For 6 points of damage. So not as much as I healed, but...
You catch him like mid-laugh, and he just... Why are you...
I wasn't. Because you are not cooperating.
Who the hell are you?
Who the hell are you?
I am Liftosh.
Liftosh?
Niftosh. Niftosh.
Niftosh.
Who are you?
And why were you impersonating one of those Axelorn in there?
Why are you here? Why are you interfering in this business?
You're the one who's currently tied up, so I'll do the question asking, thank you. What is this business that we found ourselves in?
Those sisters needed to pay.
For what?
For everything they did.
I understand you're very emotional right now, but you're gonna need to be a little bit more specific. What did they do?
They killed my family.
Is he telling the truth?
Make an insight check.
Oh, hello, kitty.
That is a 23.
Hi.
As you're trying to read him, it's really hard to read him. Like, you're good at reading people, and it's like he is, I don't know, something's really weird. He's trying to dodge sort of your eye contact, but he's definitely not telling the truth. But it was really hard for you to tell that.
I'm gonna say that's an interesting story you've got there.
Oh, sorry, Trish.
We have a kitty friend.
But I do think it is
We do have a kitty friend in here.
a story. Can I just knock him unconscious, but not have him bleed out?
Yeah, you can do that, no problem. He's got 2 hit points left.
Do you want me to roll for it, or?
Just don't roll a 1. Roll a d20 and just don't roll a 1.
Hi, Trish.
Kitty.
Well, I'd have advantage because he's bound, right?
There
so
you
that
go.
is a 21 to hit. So
Okay, yeah, you're good.
my minimum
He's
damage is going to be. I'm gonna go.
He's unconscious, tied up, and kind of his head flops over.
Okay, well, I don't think he was telling the truth. Can I? I'm gonna look back into the hut, and I'm gonna say, is one of you Mirren or Lenda?
The two Axelorn who are like hugging and sobbing and crying, both kind of look up and they say, yes, we are. And the older looking one says, I am Mirren, and this is my twin sister Lenda.
Oh, so Mirren, this is your place?
Yes, this is my house. And Thauma, what were you saying?
I was gonna say, while that was happening with Niftosh outside, when the mage hand got closer, Kleptical reached out and put the circlet in the clam.
Okay. You have the circlet.
And then Thauma's gonna go over and just under the table with the mer dude and just ask if he's okay.
What is going on? Who are these people? Where are we? What did you say?
I don't have an answer to everything. But you're safe now.
Who are what?
And I hand him some food.
He takes.
Yeah, I know you're panicking. Have a Snickers.
You're not you when you're not you when you're hungry. And Thauma just kind of like sits under the table with him
All right, you have crawled under the table with this short merfolk dude. He looks very concerned and he's wearing like heavy armor, and as like heavily armed, considering he just cowered under the table for that entire exchange. Elomi, what are you doing? Or Leo, do you want to continue talking? I think Leo has gone in the
Elomi,
hut.
did you have anything you want to do?
Can I try to patch myself up a little bit using medicine?
Like
my medicine check.
Yeah, go ahead and make a medicine check. I mean, a medicine check is really just for stabilizing someone who's bleeding out.
Oh, that's fair enough. Yeah.
You can take a short rest if you want to sit here for an hour.
It seems like there's a lot to discuss, so I think Elomi's going to move over to the bed and just sort of like lay down on it, sort of sideways, like an Etruscan statue, like. All right.
I'm going to drag in Niftosh.
Okay.
The unconscious body of Niftosh. Is there somewhere where I can tie him to?
There is
like a table or something that I can tie him to.
There's a table that is currently occupied by two people who are underneath it. There's a chair that is broken on the floor. There is a nightstand, there is a bed, and there is a door, and there are many bookshelves.
Okay.
Those are kind of your options.
I might plonk him down in front of the bed and tie him to like the bedposts.
Okay.
Sort of like, now that he's unconscious, you know, redo his binds, but
okay.
Do that. And then I'm gonna say to Mirren and Linda, he told one story which I don't believe. What's your story?
Mirren kind of wipes away some tears and says, "This is my twin sister Linda." And you look at them and they are 20 years apart.
Yeah.
But you look and they have,
I'm guessing that's got something to do with the... Go on.
I was going to say they have identical features, but it's like one of them has aged up 20 years. And what were you going to say?
I guess it has something to do with the wibbly wobbly time inside the mirror.
They're kind of looking at each other, and Linda is like touching Mirren's face, like, what the heck? And then they sort of look at you and say, yes, she's been trapped in that mirror for 20 years. I guess she didn't age inside of it.
Madden, how did you get stuck in the mirror if she's been in there for 20 years?
He did something. I don't know how he did it. Something happened and he just like appeared in the room for a split second and he activated the mirror. It was some kind of projection. I don't know, some kind of magic. When we met him, he didn't look like this or that. He had a big gray beard. He looked like a wizardy old grizzled, and we fought him over the mirror, and he trapped Linda, and then I trapped him, and then I couldn't get her out. Is that what I looked like 20 years ago?
I'm gonna say
your twin.
Do I have any idea what kind of creature Niftosh might be?
Make a nature check.
15?
15. Yeah, you've heard about these. You've never seen one. It's a creature that can shapeshift and kind of read minds a little bit. It's pretty scary. That's about all you remember.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I mean, yes.
I'm gonna say
yes, it's a doppelganger.
I'm gonna say to everyone, oh, I think this is a bit of a shifty one. He can like change his form at will and read minds too, which would explain Lender why he was saying exactly what you were saying, as if he was reading your thoughts.
Sorry, you were talking to Linda. I thought you were talking to one of the others. And she kind of like gives you a nod of understanding and is really intently staring at her sister's face.
I'm gonna say, well, he's gonna be out for a while and he's currently restrained. Did we want to take a little while to pull ourselves together and heal up? A lot of us are quite hurt, and I'm gonna I've got cuts and wounds all over me. I have 5 hit points.
Oh my gosh!
Oh
no! Good. And you took the potion, didn't you?
Yeah.
Oh jeez.
Poor tank.
Hold on.
I would like a short rest too. I would.
Mirden is going to look around at everyone and say, oh, one moment. And she's going to start sort of murmuring, and Lenda is just like watching this, like just super enamored of what's going on. And she sort of swirls the water in front of her, and a sort of a jellyfish made of light appears in front of her. And she says, quick, everyone just trust me, pass through it. It'll help. She casts healing spirit and just a beautiful jellyfish made of light. So you can move into it and you restore 1d6 hit points.
All
so
right.
Anyone who wishes to move
and that's
through
like
the space
per turn. So
Elomi gestures for Leo to please get in that light.
Okay, I'm gonna swim through it 5 times to begin with, for a total of 17. So yeah, that's fine.
Okay, it only lasts a minute, so then she's going to pop in as well. I guess, yeah, everybody can, it's a minute. You guys can go in and out and pretty much heal up a fair amount. We can worry about if it's to full or not later. And yeah.
Is it a D6?
It is a D6. We can talk about that in a minute, but I think that's where we're going to leave it for today, with this beautiful like jellyfish of light drifting in the middle of this hut, a small merman still cowering under a table, and an unconscious doppelganger, and twins 20 years apart. So that's where we're gonna call it for today. Thank you so much for joining us, everyone. As always, thank you to Tiggy Biddles for doing our stream tech stuff. Thank you to Ashta for doing our video editing, and thank you to my players, and thank you to my cat, and we'll see you all next week. Bye.
Bye.
Bye everyone.